I also see in the chat box they allow me to present. Okay. Okay, good morning and maybe good evening, everybody here. Thanks, Dr. Chen, as moderator, and I'm very honored to be invited speakers for this webinar event. I would like to say thank you to Professor Huang, the Vice Dean of College of Agriculture and Natural Resources at Chung Hsing University, the person who gave me opportunity to have meeting with all of participants here. Thanks for our participants still still stay here, and also some colleagues from Indonesia. Thank you for coming. So, as we know, that webinar has topic impact of COVID-19 pandemic on agriculture and rural development. This webinar invites some speakers from USA, also from Taiwan, and development country like Indonesia, Thailand, and Philippines to share lesson learned about impact of COVID-19 in agricultural sector from our each country. So I would like to share about the condition of Indonesia, the country, here based on the data from Ministry of Agriculture, from WFP, World Food Program, from WHO, United Nations, and also from some institutions that have the data related with agriculture condition in Indonesia. So let me to share my PPT. Okay, could you see my PPT? You can see my PPT? Okay. Okay, my title of my presentation is the impact of pandemic COVID-19 on the agriculture sector in Indonesia. I am Sutrisno Hadi Purnomo from 11 Maret University Indonesia, Faculty of Agriculture. Okay, I would like to deliver my presentation based on this outline. Firstly, I want to share about the magnitude of COVID-19 right now in Indonesia, and a little bit introduction about the impact of agriculture in Indonesia, and root cause of impact of agriculture production impact, and what the post-pandemic strategy by Indonesian government. So you can see the slide, but this is the condition in the world. I think you already know this is by WHO, coronavirus disease in the world is still very high. You can see the table that it is still high in the world. Until now, maybe there's no sign yet to decrease the COVID-19 in the world. The deaths is still 1.4 deaths. How about Indonesia? Yeah, this is Indonesia. Compared than the other country, maybe a neighbor country like Thailand is still low, and also Malaysia, Vietnam is still very low. But maybe Philippines maybe close with Indonesia about the impact of COVID right now. Yeah. We every day still around 4,000 confirmed for the cases, and death around 100. So you can see here comparison between Indonesia and worldwide. This is the confirmed cases around 500,000, 0.8% from in the world, and deaths is high, 90,000 more, and then compared to the world 1.1%, and recover 1%. And if we compare between death and confirmed, is 3%, but in the worldwide lower on 2.4%. So compared to the Indonesia is still high for comparison between death and confirmed cases. Yeah, this is the magnitude in Indonesia. So the impact of COVID-19 pandemic not only impact on the who are infected or who are dead because of COVID, but also the important thing is economic sector and increase the poverty and unemployment in Indonesia. According to data from Center of Reform and Economics Forum, that Indonesia estimate potential additional unemployment for the mid scenario is 4.25 million people, and for the medium scenario is 6.68 million people, and for severe scenario is up to 9.35 million people. So if we calculate in the percent, maybe the second quarter of 2020 expected to reach 8.2% with scenario, and 9.79 medium, and 11.47 for severe scenario. So what is the most affected group based on economic classes and sector in Indonesia? So based on the data from Bank Central Asia Economic and Industrial Research, this is divide into three impact: low impact, medium impact, and high impact. For the low impact, we can see here e-commerce, digital. It's not very low impact. Packaging, staple food like rice, still low impact. Retailer, essential food, electricity, medical devices, cigarette. This is still low impact. How about the medium impact? It's multi-finance, automotive, department store, fisheries, animal husbandry, retailer, non-essential goods, mining. And what is the high impact? High impact is maybe similar with the presentation from other countries like Taiwan, Thailand. This is a hotel, restaurant, transportation, travel agent, and manufacture and construction property. So this situation rise the food in our country, national poverty, according to national poverty line, that increase insecure people, almost 10.89% poor, and near poor is 18.9%. Okay, this is the data of our country. So if we talk about agriculture in abroad, we maybe almost similar with the explanation from Philippines, that is root cause of impact of agriculture coming from also production, food production, and also transportation and logistics, and economic activities and social distancing, and food production because of limited input of farmers, also financial, and then cause lower productivity, and then this situation reduce food supply and stock, and this cause increased food price, changing food pattern, and increased importation and social unrest. For the transportation and logistics, this is supply chain. I think also the speaker from USA also have problem about the supply chain, supply chain, limited food access, and including fortified food and increased food loss in US. And then this cause reduced food access and agribusiness profit, and increased logistic cost and food price, reduced intake of fresh food, and lower agriculture sector welfare. For the economic activities, as I said before, that this is impact of COVID, also unemployment, lost job, increase, and income shock, and lower production productivity, and this increased poverty in Indonesia. This is caused the lower processing power and lower food intake, lower food diversity and quality, and lower immunity. So for the social distancing, which is many event in Indonesia cancel, like weddings, like some meeting in the hotel. This is reduced because of social distancing. You reduce food spending. So some of company cannot continue because this kind of impact of it. Okay. And okay, I would like to talk about our important staple food in Indonesia. This is food rice production. Yeah, you can see from the picture that from January until December, this is 2018, 2019, and 2020. This is the data from WFP United Nations. Yeah, you can see the production of rice in Indonesia. Here we can see in the 2020 year on February, March. This is COVID-19 in March, right? And then drop, yeah, in June. But this is still increase, but this is the data maybe not fixed, so still not it's still this is right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Okay. Okay, but although January to August rice production in 2020 is expected to be lower by 22% compared to the same period last year and 2019. But domestic rice production is predicted still maintain positive national balance, 6.1 million ton by the end of the year. So we still okay for the production of rice, still fulfill the needs of rice in Indonesia for the people in Indonesia. It's still okay. Yeah, production stock is still okay. Meet the demand of without imports. Okay, if we compare the production of rice in Indonesia, okay, this is the consumption production. Hello, this is some yeah. Some voice outside. Can you mute? Okay. Hello. Yeah, I continue. So this is the condition of rice production in Indonesia from April until December 2020. You can see this comparison between this is a consumption and production. Okay, this is still higher production, higher consumption. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but according to the Ministry of Agriculture, that we still have some stock, so not this is still sufficient until the end of this year. Okay, this is the situation of some of agriculture product from farmers duty, food crops, asset crop, agriculture, and fishery. You can see this is March 2020. This is COVID-19 break in Indonesia. Yeah, you can see here in the picture. From all of community, you can see that this is from May. This is increase for the estate crops and livestock. Yeah, this is before March decrease, but after May little bit increase, right? For the especially for the estate crop and livestock grew 1.7%. Because what? Because of some of important day in Indonesia and Muslim important day at Adha and at Al-Fitri is important day in Indonesia for the Muslim. Okay, And how about the poultry situation in Indonesia? This is you can see for the title that this is a chicken, egg, and maize. Yeah, for the first one, it's chicken. You know, after COVID break, and then this is the prices. Yeah, the prices drop in April after COVID-19 break, but increase right June because of Muslim important day, right? This is until July. This is our data until July from WFP. Yeah, and you can see here for the maize, it's still in decrease, but still it's okay. And how about egg? Egg so little bit decrease, but it's still okay. Okay. And how about fisheries industry? Fisheries industry also get impact. You can see the travel also that it is the line of after COVID-19 break in the March also decrease. This is for the area of province. This is Maluku, not Sulawesi and Southeast Sulawesi. You can every area also decrease product the price of fishery. Yeah, this is because what? Because of less demand from restaurant and hotel, also seafood markets, and lost access of cold storage led reduction fishery between March to May. So this is have also hit a big impact for the fishery because of low consumption. Okay, so what should do for the government after maybe even though the pandemic in Indonesia still exists, but the Ministry of Agriculture in Indonesia provide some strategy for the increase and improve the situation. Yeah, this is some of strategy post pandemic strategy. Yeah, this is some strategy is implementing sustainable food system, optimizing local food, yeah, potency and biodiversity, to strengthen food sovereignty and self-sufficiency, shorten supply chain to improve environment, farm income and fair price for consumers, reduce food and loss and waste, urban and suburban farming, and better GEP to improve fresh and food safety. So we expect new normal after COVID, and maybe right now is also I mean the economic situation in Indonesia maybe slow to improve, but we still want to have new normal situation. So expected new normal, we want to have lower price intake per capita, lower rice intake, and reduce wheat and heavier vegetable and fruits and online buying. So maybe same in similar situation in the country. We increase to online market, and waste food consumption reduce. This is some of affecting factors in the subsystem of agriculture in Indonesia. I think every subsector we should improve. Yeah, this affect all of system of agriculture system in Indonesia. So what is the policy implementation phases in Indonesia? This is a three phases for policy implementation from especially Ministry of Agriculture in Indonesia. Is short-term agenda, mid-term agenda, and long-term agenda. For the short-term agenda is maintaining a stability of supply of 11 staple food commodities, which is also exists right now. Yeah, this is still, even though still exists our cases of COVID in Indonesia, but this is what can we do in this situation. So maintain stability of the supply of 11 staple food, maintaining price stability of 11 staple food, and then maintaining farmers' ability to carry out farming, increase awareness and readiness of farm households to conduct agriculture practices according to COVID, help protocol. This is short-term agenda, and mid-term agenda, accelerating the increase of agriculture production, target of 7% to meet the needs of food and raw materials for agriculture-based industries and export, strengthening government food reserves, including provincial and district government and rural food, as well as development of information system, promoting digital platform to increase marketing efficiency and market expansion of agriculture product, accelerating increased agriculture export with a target of 3-4 increase in 5 years, and developing food diversification based on local food sources. This is a midterm agenda. And how about long-term agenda? Is the continuation of the continuation and enhancement of various midterm agenda programs. So this is for the long term, is to maintain the midterm agenda. So thank you for listening my presentation. I'm from 11 Maret University and have collaboration with National Chung Cheng University. Thank you, Dr. May.
Any question for him? There's one question.
It's not clear. The voice not clear. And Dr. Chen, yeah.
Louder. Louder. It's out of battery.
Speak louder, please.
Speak louder.
Page 12. This is about poultry price. I noticed that there's a sub increase from April to June. I'm wondering about the reason behind.
I cannot. Sorry, I cannot hear. I cannot hear clearly. Yeah, maybe you can write in the chat box. It's okay.
Amanda, say your question again. I typed it too.
I think the student will email you about their question. Is that okay?
Yes, Dr. May Chen.
Yes, I think we will ask students to email you about their questions.
Okay.
Well, no,
okay.
Dr. Chen, why don't you repeat the question, because now we can hear you clearly.
Yes.
Am I clear here? I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, Dr. Chen, why don't you repeat the question, because we can hear you clearly now.
As a student, speak a little bit soft. My question is on page 12. It's on page 12. I noticed that there is a sharp increase from April to June. I'm wondering the reason behind that phenomenon. Can you please explain the reason behind?
Sorry. Can you read?
Yeah, for the price of the poultry from April to June, is
Okay.
yeah, it's dramatic increase. Is there any reason for that?
Okay. April to June.
Yeah, from April to June, we saw the price of poultry is dramatic increasing.
Oh, okay.
So
Poultry. Okay. Okay, poultry. Sorry.
page
Yeah.
12. Yes, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, from April to June, the
Yeah.
price is increasing.
Yeah.
So, is there any reason for it,
Yeah.
or what happened?
Yes. This is because of we have some important agenda for the Muslim, like how to say, maybe for the Muslim know about it. Like maybe like Chinese New Year, something like that in Indonesia. We have two agenda. The name is Idul Fitri Day and Idul Adha Day. This is consume high demand from the poultry. Yeah, egg also chicken. Is that okay? Yeah.
Yes. So I think now we have come to the end of this session.